I am an absolute sausage and didn't realize, well, I knew, but it didn't occur to me. I've got his name backwards. It was Miyamoto Musashi, so the family name is first, given name is second. I had it all mixed up because I'm a Westerner. As they say in Japan, I would be a gaijin. So fixed it, so is Musashi and then Clan Miyamoto. There we go. And what I'd like to do now is start to speed this up a little bit. We'll start hiring some recruits. Like I said, I don't want to stick to just companions, so let's travel around, grab some people. And then I want to try to get some quests that spawn troops. We could also fight these guys if we can catch them. Yeah, it looks like we can still catch them. And then we'll see how our troops do. I'm not too concerned about leveling up the companions. They'll get there. But what I was trying to say is... Actually, let's see how they do here. We lost one troop. Yeah, we'll go around looking for some quests that are going to spawn large numbers of troops so that we can do this a little faster. So, there we go. 10 kills. We lost one. It's one of our peasants. Not a big deal. Yeah, really bizarre. Only 2 pieces of loot from this. That seems a little odd for 10. But maybe... I feel like the base game gave a little bit more loot. So we'll go around looking for like caravan ambush and escort merchant caravan quests. Those are quite good ones to take. But to be able to do that, we need a few more troops. They won't let us actually take the quest in our current state. And anytime we get these easy ones like suspicious merchant, we'll take them. Right, so he's going to sell us rice for cheap. I think we already have enough food though. I think we're good. Now this one does spawn units and we could fight them. It says we are slightly more powerful than them. This is a little misleading though, because we have some units that are on horse that will probably dismount. Maybe we'll leave them mounted actually. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, let's fight it. So I'm gonna send the cav in first. Love the Japanese. It definitely sounds like they've got native Japanese speakers to do the voiceover. They could use a little bit of help on the audio. I feel like the sound kind of peaks. Like the info gets cut because it gets too loud. But it sounds really good. Right, let's wait for these guys to come. Hopefully they're getting separated actually. Let's go. So while they're chasing some of our cav, we'll come in and start to stab him in the throat for 460 damage. Jesus. Right, get in there, boys. Do your thing. Like I said, we'll help as best we can. I don't really care if we take losses too much because these are mostly peasants. Oh boy. We have to be careful here. There we go. Oh, that's our guy. No, that's not our guy, is it? Yeah, that is our guy. We're just like looters, unfortunately. Looks like they're running. Yeah, they're running. I think we got just about everybody. Yeah, there's a couple of people that'll get out, but that's fine. We lost a single troop. That's not bad. And again, it's a peasant, so I don't really care. And we get to take all their rice. We'll go sell it. And then we'll turn that quest back in. And they'll give us a bonus because we cleared them out ourselves. Yep, they're selling stolen goods. They attacked me. I defeated them, and you're going to give us a bonus of 1,096. I think they give you like 400 or 500 for doing it normally. Got a decent amount of weapons saved up. Let's just sell them. Let's take the cash. So that puts us up to about 15k. That's pretty good. So with that, we should be able to hire up to the max if we really wanted to. I don't think we want to go that big though. Let's actually take some upgrades if we can. Wait, did we? I'm just wondering why our troops are so low. Let's try some of these gunners. I don't know if they're any good with RBM. And then we'll take some foot samurai. Stay away from the archers for now. Okay, let's go in search of a better quest. Troublesome missionary, there's another one. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Again, here he is. We'll just tell him to piss off. We will help escort him to the port so we can get the extra cash though. And we'll just drag him along for the ride until we come across the port. Actually, no, we need to, yeah, we need to go back and pick up our reward. I forgot. So let's do it, and then we'll head back. There we go. Paid us 500, and then we'll come back here, and let's just recruit along the way. Yeah, here we go. 25 is probably enough. Maybe 30 would be safe, but if we go 25 and then just upgrade everybody to, say, tier 3, that should be enough power to be able to take on any of those quests. Here we go. Another 1,000, so we're up to 17k. Now, I think what I'd like to do, I'd like to reinvest some of this cash into... let's not do caravans. I think it's probably safer to do the workshops. And we'll have to figure out where our home base is going to be. It's probably not going to be here. We're just using this area to get paid early on. And then we'll drop that mercenary contract and we'll go somewhere else for more of a permanent home. Here we go. Yeah, let's get a little past 30. And then let's go find some quests where we can fight people. All right, blood is sharper than the swords. I don't really know what this quest is. Let's see. So interested in some detective work. I'm a weaponsmith by trade, specializing in katanas. My son takes them to a local nearby city to sell. However, the money he's been receiving has been lower than normal, so he thinks his son's skimming some profit off the top. So we'll follow him, see what he's doing. Yep. So let's watch. So I believe, yeah, there he goes. So we have to wait for him to go somewhere, and then we'll see if he meets up with someone. Oh shoot, there he goes. Okay, so he just met with somebody. There's 29 people in there. Ohagi looter. And essentially he's saying, he's trying to bribe us. He'll give us a sword if we leave him alone. Or we can try and tell him to give us more. So basically extort him. Or we will not accept and then he has to come with us. So let's get him to come with us. He doesn't want to do it, so we're going to have to fight him apparently. So we'll kill his son. Which I don't really feel too bad about. Yeah, we outnumber him and we have a lot of quality advantage over him. Yeah, so this is likely going to be a bit of a slaughter. Let's get our muskets up here in front. I want to see if they're actually working with the mod and if they can kill something. Well, they're definitely working. Oh man, the sound is pretty good on this. Right, they're throwing rocks at us. Oh my god, that's a lot of rocks. Alright, they want to exchange rocks with bullets. I'm fine with it. A lot of the rocks are coming up a little short. Just kind of funny. Let's get some shots off on them. Maybe, no, we're shooting short as well. Yeah, I don't think these guys are programmed to deal with the physics from RBM. I know it's a little different. I believe you can turn that off, but there's a hit. I'm starting to think that pretty much all ranged weapons are not I don't want to say disabled, but yeah, they don't do any damage. Let's get in there and fight. Protect our gunner. No, don't kill a gunner, please. Oh wow, we almost died right there. Alright. Be a little smarter about it. Right, that's ours. Looks like our boys cleaned it up. Man, we took a big hit there. We're gonna have to rest for a while. And we took the Smith's son hostage. So he didn't die at least. We did get an upgrade for our gear. Man, that thing is huge. That is huge. Only 5 armor, so it's not a big upgrade, but I guess it's better than nothing. Now we should be taking the son back to the dad, turning him in. See if that's what happens. Here he is. So your son was doing more than stealing from me. He was trading weapons with the bandits for higher profits. And his son, yeah, he's sorry, he messed up. He's lucky he didn't die, but we'll take 1,000 gold and a little bit of charm. And we got quite a bit of relations with him. Not that that really matters. I don't know that we'll own a whole lot of land down here, but we'll see. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change some of the settings. Not right now, but I'll do it on the next episode. I'll change some of the RBM settings so that we can actually use ranged units. I think that's going to be one of the fun parts about this because there's no shields. So I would like to use a lot of ranged units. So let's take the port Matsuyama and we'll take a ferry. Holy moly, these are expensive. All right, let's just go across the way. It's only 300. and see if we can get a caravan here. Another suspicious merchant. I'm going to do this, but edit it out because it's super boring. A pretty easy win. We lost only a single troop. And like I said, every time we get influence, we're making pretty good money. Pick up some more prisoners, and we'll turn them in for a quest or something. But we'll make 1,500 from that transaction. We'll get another 1,000 or so from the quest, I think. 1,200, there you go. 21k, we are doing really well. I think we can start buying a workshop maybe around like 30k, 25 to 30k, something like that, depending on what the prosperity of the town is. And we're going to take the self-promoter perk. This is going to give us plus renown when we win a tournament, which probably won't do a ton of tournaments. Oh, well, I will probably just edit them out though. But like I said, every little bit adds up. But let's keep going until we can find some of those good quests. All right, another suspicious merchant. Like I said, we'll knock this out. I'm going to try to auto-resolve, see if we take heavy losses. It's pretty similar to what we lost. We lost 1 last time, so losing 2 here is not that bad. It actually gives us more influence for some reason. I don't know why that is. Last time we got like 2.7, so really good cash there. So we got paid another 1,200, plus the cash for the loot, which isn't much. A little bit for the rice. Yeah, another 1,500. So we can probably start looking at buying a workshop here soon. Right, I'm also going to do the tournament here. Let's see if there's anything interesting, we'll keep it. This one is for a katana, though. I do like that. We haven't been getting too many good weapons, so this might be a good upgrade for us. There we go, round 1 down. Oh man, we almost got out of there. So it was a 2v1. I blocked one, took his buddy out, but I wasn't able to get the block in on the second guy. If I got that block off, we would have been fine because I had posture to handle it. Yep, under pressure, that was a tough block to make. That sucks. I really wanted that katana, but oh well. No more quests to be had here. Let's move on. Family Feud is decent for like charm XP, but it's kind of a pain. I'm gonna skip it. I really want to focus on combat-focused quests if we can. Deliver the Herd is also not that good. So we're 50 away from being Clan Tier 2, and we can really start to expand our army. Here we go. Caravan Ambush, and Gang Leader needs weapons. We'll do the Caravan Ambush one at least. We should have enough. Oh, we don't have enough troops for the task. All right. We can pick up a few more here, but it's probably not going to be enough either. In the tavern, we can recruit a companion. This is Artyom. Let's take him into our party. So he is 425. That's perfect. Now can we do the caravan ambush? Nice, we can. Okay, so we picked up like 3 recruits plus that 1 companion. That was enough to do it. So we just stand outside. We let this guy come, and then as soon as they get attacked, oh, they got attacked. We gotta help. So pretty even fight. We don't want to auto-resolve it. Actually, they're ahead based on this. I don't know how accurate that is. I think we're probably in pretty good shape here. I think one thing going for us is that these arrows aren't really doing that much damage. And that's usually what does the most damage on the enemy side, those horse archers. Ooh, man, that's a lot of muskets. I wish they worked, but it's pretty cool. It's alright, we got just a couple threats to deal with the spears, and then everybody else should be fine. Oh, wow. I walked right into that one, because he had already attacked. And we like walked into the back half of his attack. There we go. Got a nice stab off. That is a ally, okay, I guess. Yeah, our caravan has some cav. All that guy's down. But you know what? Let's actually send our cav to go harass the archers. And then apparently we have horse archers, so I don't know who that is. Oh no, we got stabbed. Yep. That's not good. The AI is terrible with managing versus cavalry. Let's see what they do. Yeah, see they're getting destroyed. We might have to back out if we end up losing most of our troops. They only have 16 troops left though. It's so ridiculous. Like we should be destroying them right here. 10 left. Yeah, we should be fine. There we go. We got 5.3 influence. It's like over 1,000 just for that. We did lose 2. Actually, yeah, we only lost 2, I should say. That's really good. Doesn't look like any of our companions died, so that's also good. And we will take these prisoners. These guys are really good to turn in for quests. So we'll hang on to them. We need a few more. Maybe we find another one soon, but let's keep going. All right, this peasant that we have can go to the Yari Ashigaru or Ashigaru Vanguard. I think we'll probably go with maybe the polearm. I think the polearm's probably better. So we'll go the Vanguard. There we go. We'll try and get everybody up to level 3, maybe level 4. I don't know if we can afford it though. I mean, we have plenty of cash. Yeah, we probably can. Oh, we got a lot of loot there. Okay, this is good. Let's upgrade. So we look pretty different now. And that hat is really thick. 24 head armor. Okay, now we're in business. Now we just need a cloak. We need a decent cloak. I mean, yeah, actually we need a lot of stuff. Our hand armor, our feet armor are pretty terrible. But it's okay. Body and head are covered at least. And we did get a Masterwork Simple Katana. That's good. So we're going to upgrade there. And a lot of our companions are getting the hand-me-downs, which is also good. There we go. We're also going to turn that quest in and get some cash. 1,500. We're closing in on 30k. Let's just take a look. I don't want to buy a workshop down here, but I do want to at least check and see what the cost is. So what do they got? Smithy, tool, yeah, weapon and tool smithy, and a pottery shop. So the weapon smithy, 20k, so we could buy it right now. But like I said, we're not going to do that. Let's figure out where we want to set up our actual kingdom. I mean, we're going to have to join one. We're not going to be able to form one right now anyways. But we'll at least have maybe like a homeland. And then before we break off, we could just sell it so that we don't lose our workshop. But where do we want to do that? Yeah, these guys are doing really well. The owners of Sakai and Nara, looks like they took over a bunch of stuff around Osaka. So these might not be bad people to join since they're doing quite well. Oh, wow. Is this them too? Yeah, Miyoshi no Ryogoku. All right. They're the big ones. Actually, the red is doing really well too. Yeah, a lot of these kingdoms are consolidating. This is interesting because in the base game, Bannerlord, the map doesn't really change that much unless you're playing for like 40-50 years. So this is actually really cool to see. I'm wondering if it's scripted because all those events that pop up, or if this is just natural if you turn off, because you can turn off the historical events as well. I'm curious if that would still happen. But let's start heading over this way. I have a feeling we should set up shop somewhere in this area anyways. So let's head over there. We picked up a few troops along the way, so we're above 30. Yeah, nothing good here. We'll do the arena real quick. Here we go. Last one. We keep knocking everybody's weapon out of their hand. I'm wondering if we're just too strong. It's like we're just stabbing people that have a bow. Or just, yeah, there goes again. See, he's got a bow. He can't even defend himself. Stab him in the eyeball. There we go. Oh, 96 damage to the head. Alright, so we won that. We got it Naginata and 6 renown. Now, this is a new perk. I don't remember seeing this. I guess I haven't really seen too many clubs or maces. So maybe that's why they changed this, because this used to be an axe and a blunt weapon, so like maces, plus bonus damage, but now it gives you plus 50% stun duration for kicking, which I'm a huge fan of, because you can use it with any of these other weapons. That's good. But unfortunately, no good quest here, so we'll keep moving. Yeah, again, no good quest here, but there is a tournament. I'm kind of curious to see what it is. If we can get another katana, that'd be good. If it's not a good one, Hotokido, so that's armor. Yeah, we need it though for our companions. It's a good looking one too. I like the black and red. Another tournament win. We got the Hotokido 6 renown. Right, now as we get further to the center, it looks like a lot of these towns are a lot closer together, so I think we'll have a better time finding quests that we want. You have to be a little careful since we are a mercenary. If I don't know why they would ever declare war on somebody so far away, but you never know. This is Bannerlord. So we'll try and slow things down a little bit here. So let's go to Osaka first. Yeah, same thing. Overpriced, gang needs recruit. You know, the gang needs recruit is an interesting one. We do have 7 prisoners on us. So yeah, I was gonna say he needs bandits. I don't know how many he needs though. That's the thing. It didn't say 9. We have 7, of course. Of course we have 7. So let's go find a few more. Maybe we can get like a brigand's quest or something. Okay, well we'll keep going. Let's go to some other towns. Yeah, same thing. Overpriced raw material. I hate that quest. I guess it's really good in the early game because you don't have to have much to be able to complete it, but Nanbu Kabuchige. I don't know if we want another horse. Well, one thing we need to do is make sure we're on the leaderboard. We have been winning a decent amount, so yeah, see, there we go. We're at 7. The top is 14, so let's just do it. Yeah, I kind of want to get, I mean, it would make the most sense for us to be the number 1 in tournament leader. Go, another win. Almost lost one of those rounds, but held in there. Okay, we'll take another horse. Yeah, we probably need to max out our party movement speed by getting those mounts. That would help. Right, so that puts us at 8 tournament wins out of 14 that we need, and I'm sure it'll go up as time goes on, but the AI doesn't do too many, so we should be all right. We just got to do, what, 6 more, and then keep looking for a good quest here. Train the troops. Let's not do that. That one's kind of a pain. Another troublesome missionary. Is there a port nearby? It's not that close. Probably not worth it. Let's just focus. Like I said, I really want to get some more combat XP. And wow, no quests. But we can at least get another another tournament win. That'll be more armor. So hopefully our companions will be happy. We got another win where he lost his weapon and we were just beating a defenseless person. We haven't equipped any of this stuff in a while. Let's go ahead and do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of body armor. There we go. Look at that. These guys look really, really nice. And then the further down we go, yeah, these guys don't have anything yet. Poor douchebag. Still with nothing. But we're heading north. Wow, nobody's got quests. We need a couple bandit troops so we can turn it back into Osaka, but not really having any luck with it. Let's head off the path maybe. If we can come across anything. That is, I would say, one thing I've noticed with this, and I mentioned it earlier, is that it's not as easy to get into fights with bandits as it is in the base game. They seem to either not spawn as much, or my guess is that's probably not the case. I think they are spawning. I think they get caught a lot easier, and that's probably because the map is a bit more linear, and it's easier to get these guys caught in like a dead end or, you know, against a river or something. So that's kind of my guess. Let's send troops, get as many prisoners as we can. That's enough. Yes, we have 9. We can go back and turn that in. Now this one, if I'm not mistaken, we actually have to convert them and then turn them in. So we're still waiting for these guys to convert. Yeah, they can't be prisoners. They need to be actual troops, but they have to be bandit troops. But while we're waiting, let's just go collect some more money from the countryside. And then probably go figure out where we're gonna put this. So 2,500. Well, let's check the prosperity of all these towns. 3,200. That one looks a lot more promising. What about Nara? Nara is 3,000. That's actually not bad. So Osaka is not the best. Sakai is probably the best. Let's go see what they're gonna charge. And we're waiting on 2 more prisoners to convert, and then we'll be good to go. So here they have a gunsmithy. That is interesting. How much do the guns cost? I haven't been able to find them in shops, but that kind of makes sense now. I guess you have to have an actual gunsmith there. So here we go. Oh, wow, there's some big ones. This thing looks huge. They all seem to do about the same damage and have the same stats, so my guess is it's just cosmetic. Although I could be wrong on that. Yeah, well, they cost the same, so yeah, I think so. Let's sell all the stuff we don't need. We'll make a couple grand off of it. Let's save all the arrows, though. We'll need to put that on our companions when we have enough bows. We'll take 2K for that, and then let's see what... Maybe let's not buy the gunsmithy. That seems a bit risky. There's a sake and a jeweler. I kind of like the jeweler. Let's see what it costs. 22K. We will have 8K left over about. Yeah, let's do it. There we go. So we bought our first workshop, and we still have about 10K left. And let's wait here for just a minute and see if we're actually making money from it. There we go. These guys are all ready to convert as well. Let's go back to Osaka and turn that in. So we'll come here, recruit everybody, and then when we talk to him, we should have the option to turn stuff in. There we go. We'll just turn all the bandits in. So 9 out of 9, and that should give us a pretty good payment. Yeah, 33k. Or sorry, 30. I wish 33k. 3,300. That'll put us back up to over 12. And it looks like our workshop's making 77 a day. That's pretty abysmal. But it's also the first day. Sometimes these things just need time. But we'll let it run for a little bit and keep tabs on it. But, you know, it's better than just sitting in our bank account, not making any kind of return. So we're almost maxed out on endurance. We'll go up to 8, and that'll be our max because we'll get... oh, wait a second. We already have one from here. Yes, we need to go to 9. We'll get our 10th one from here, Enduring Smith. Yep. Okay, so 2 more, and then we'll have that one pretty much maxed out. So I did a quick test here. I disabled a lot of the modules for RBM, but I kept the AI and I kept the posture system. So it's going to be a little bit different, but the ranged units are going to actually function properly. So I think that's probably the right way to do it. I should have done that from the start, but I guess I didn't do enough testing. That's all right. Let's do a tournament here just so you can see the difference. It feels like the damage is similar, maybe slightly less. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But it does, the melee combat does feel a little bit different. Yeah, like we did a lot of damage there. And then, yeah, he just got hit by 1 arrow. Well, we did a little damage to him, but he just got 1 tap just about by an arrow. Oh, man, yeah. See, we could still lose tournaments. The other one, we were winning everything. The guy was pretty close to going down, but he got us. Right, well, we're still looking for things to spawn enemies for us, so let's do this one, the Suspicious Merchant. That should be an easy one. Here we go. Let's trade, and then we'll take all of his stuff. Oh, here we go. You see, you can already see right off the bat we got a couple kills. So these musket... well, I guess they're not musket. I think somebody said they're flintlock. But anyways, the guns are very, very strong. Not very accurate at this level, but they are quite strong. Get these guys off. Oh, man. Body's dropping. And I think I'm going to let these guys level up as much as they can, so we'll let them take some damage here. If they go down, it's just from rocks. It'll be an injury. So they can take a little punishment. And they're getting a little close. Right, guns, let's back them up. Off at an angle. Oh, they're running. Oh man, I saw that guy just got nailed. Alright, so... yeah, that was... pretty convincing that the... yeah, RBM was the issue with the ranged units. I'm sure somebody's going to come out with a fix for that, like a patch that changes the damage stats and stuff so that it's compatible. I'm not too concerned about that. Here we go, douchebag finally got a helmet. And they're paying us 1,400. And then almost 600 for the loot. So about 2k, we're back up to 15. And our workshop is making 62 today. That's not very good. We'll have to keep tabs on it and just see what it averages out to. So the inputs, instead of just silver, it's silver, copper, and gold. Status is halted. Yeah, that's not good. It's alright, we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, I wasn't expecting too much from the workshops. I can't imagine this mod changes too much with the workshops, but maybe it does. Because it does change the materials that are produced on the map, so maybe it does. We just gotta find the right one, but we'll see. Let's save up some money. We'll get another one, because like I said... oh, wow. 263. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I guess it was just... it didn't have the right inputs yet or something. Yeah, that's really good. Alright, I'm happy now. We can afford to upgrade our army to a higher tier here, so let's do that. We pick up another one of those missionary quests. So we'll do that, drop them off. There's a port pretty close by, so we'll just go there. Yeah, we're not getting any luck with these the caravan ambush or escort merchant caravan quests. Usually they're all over the place. All right, let's try this tournament one more time. All right, we don't have good bow skill yet. We do need to work on that. Yeah, the draw thing is a little strange on this one. I don't know if this is the same as the base game or if it was adjusted. Not in a bad way, just it feels a little bit different. We gotta go perpendicular to this guy so we can't aim. And we'll aim for the head. There we go, we kneecapped him. Alright, last one. Alright, the toughest one. Let's get some kicking involved here. Oh man, yeah, we destroyed this guy. Oh, that's not the last guy. Alright, never mind. Oh man, so he got 2 tapped. There we go. So tournaments are still doable. Just got to approach it a little differently. I kind of didn't like that RBM you would just spam your attack and keep them kind of stun locked in place. So I do like that this opens the combat up a little bit more. But I still do like the posture system being active. So for bow skill, we're going to take dead aim for the headshot. For riding, we'll probably take charge damage, I think. Here we go. A couple people got body armor out of that. Let's go deal with this pesky missionary. There you go. We picked him up, drop him off at the port. We'll take his cash, and we'll go back and pick up our payment. And he paid us 1,100. 714 in that, so 1,800. Not as good as the merchant one that we do, where it generates some enemies. That one actually pays better, and we get some XP out of it, and renown. Okay, another suspicious merchant. I guess it's better than nothing. Dealt with them. Most of our gunners got the XP, and we'll try and get them to maybe max level first, because that I feel like is going to give us a pretty big advantage over any of these other nobles that we're going to fight. There we go. We've got these guys up to level 3. I think that's where they cap out at. Yeah, as I mentioned before, the troop trees in this don't always go from peasant all the way to max level, which is really cool. So they've got different tiers of units. So these are like the lowest tier. And then there's other ones that start out at a higher level, and then they will go up to a max tier. Pick up 1,400 from that. Let's get rid of some stuff. We're overburdened. We've got to be close to... Ooh, we actually did hit clan tier 2. So we could switch it over from being a mercenary to a vassal here. You might want to think of that. I do kind of want to get a little bit more money and buy those workshops, because we're going to lose the income. So right now we can buy 3 workshops, which means we need about 40 to 50k to be able to do that. And we're not having a whole lot of luck picking up these quests. So that is the other part that's concerning me a little bit. But if you look at our income, wow, that workshop is making a lot. I'm definitely not complaining, but that seems a little not balanced. I'm definitely not complaining though. Holy crap. All right, so we probably don't need to get, or we don't need to keep our mercenary contract. That seems to be doing just fine. So maybe we'll head back and swap over from being a mercenary to being a vassal. So we need to go talk to the leader. There we go. And we drew our mercenary contract down to 0. So that's perfect. And there was a rebellion, another rebellion that got squashed. Kimotsuki, and they've been forced to swear loyalty to Shimatsu. Yeah, I think this is part of the diplomacy mod. I think those rebellions can split off on their own. Okay, so it's probably time to let go of this one. So we'll leave the kingdom, and then the kingdom of, oh, it's not Sakai, that's the town. What's the kingdom name? Miyoshi. So Miyoshi no Ryogoku. So this is Miyoshi Yoshitsugu. Yoshitsugu. We'll drop that. Let's talk to him here and see if he'll take us in as a vassal. So we'll enter the service. Pledge. Yep, there we go. He'll let us do it. Let's see what that looks like. We're going to get some gunners. Ooh, man, these guys are higher tier. And they actually go up to level 6 if we go the right route. So we're going to be even stronger with the gunpowder. And we get a makeshift katana, which is terrible. But fine, we'll just sell it. Oh, no, somebody got it. Nice. Here we go. Nice. I like that they changed the background. That's actually really cool. Love the battle armor behind him. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. So we no longer have our mercenary contract. We're surviving just off of our workshop at this point, but that's fine. And then we could buy another workshop here. Let's see, where is this one? Right, is Sakai? Yep. Sakai, let's go back and buy another one. We want to buy a brewery or a gunsmith. The gunsmith feels a bit risky, but I really don't know. The sake would be a good idea. Safer bet, probably not as high profit. 22k. That would put us down to almost nothing. So kind of risky. Let's not do that. Let's not get down to almost nothing. Yeah, let's just keep doing, we'll keep doing quests. Yeah, quests and tournaments, I guess. Final round, and this one's, oh my god, I missed. Another archery round, so we're trying to get some XP. It might be smarter to go in and do melee. He's gonna hit us again, isn't he? Nope, he didn't get it. Alright, sweet. Oh man, just barely got that. And actually one of the blocks I had to guess because I couldn't tell where he was attacking from. I was on the side of him. I got really lucky there. But we did get a really nice looking helmet. Hopefully that goes to us because we've got like the, you know, it's kind of a, I mean, it's an interesting looking helmet, but it's not as cool as that one. Yep, it's an upgrade. There we go. Now we're looking pretty beefy here with our giant basket. Right, there goes the sun. Let's see what he's doing. We already know what he's going to do, but we'll go fight him on the bridge. We're not accepting anything because we want XP. Yeah, and I think because of those gunners we just got, those 10 tier 4, they don't even, yeah, I don't even think they can get close to us now. We're just going to blast them. All right, let's see what their range is actually. So when do they start firing? So arrows about 200, muskets, or the guns around 190, 185 to 190, something like that. They're pretty accurate. Yeah, look at that. Oh man. It's just getting mowed down. I like that there's a decent travel time between when they shoot and when the musket ball or whatever the ball hits them. But it's not like a complete annihilation. They're still able to approach. Yeah, they're gone. Alright, let's finish this. Oh man, nobody survived. They didn't reach our line. They did throw a couple rocks at us, but yeah, you could see the... Oh, actually the marksmen, those are the archers, I think. They did pretty well. Here we go. So the Sakai Teppo Samurai, the left side is the one that goes to tier 6. So we'll take that one. I think we should probably start fighting some other noble parties, maybe. We might be strong enough, or maybe not. I don't know. There we go. We're gaining relations with everybody, which is good because we'll probably own all this land eventually anyways. And for Charm 50, we're going to take Warlord to get more influence after battle, so that'll help us. Let's go ahead and buy the sake brewery. It's fine. We have 2k, but we have decent income behind it, so I don't feel too bad about it. And if worst case scenario, we could always just sell some extra loot. We do have some things here that we're holding on to, like the bow.